unpack those movements now with Craig Pheiffer, Chief Investment Strategist at Sasfin Wealth. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Craig. And let's start with the market. The JSE not having a great day, broad-based losses. And I mentioned in my intro that there's a lot of uncertainty around the US's debt ceiling and if it's going to default in just over a week.
Yes, thanks very much, Pheiffer. Yes, we've faced this situation a number of times in the US's history, every couple of years we get to bump up against the ceiling, without fail they reach an agreement to raise the debt ceiling. Sometimes it's at the 11th hour or very early in the morning, just before things fall apart. So one has a lot of confidence, or let's say hope, that they will get it right. In that famous expression, the consequences are too ghastly to contemplate. So I think they will come up with an agreement, but it's just keeping the market on edge, along with the other concerns around interest rates, US inflation, and the like.
Yeah, let's talk about the rand, Craig. That looking quite strong. I suppose it's ahead of the SARB making its interest rate decision tomorrow. Your thoughts on that volatility and whether this strength is going to be short-lived?
Well, the rand is clearly oversold. One can only have a small little smile when you say that the rand's strong at 1915 or so. Coming back from around 1950, the rand is oversold. It's just experiencing a little bit of a pullback. One would hope that an interest rate hike would support the currency, we just need to, over the longer term, build more confidence in our economy, and we know all of the issues around that, to attract more investment and actually strengthen the currency. But it does look overdone, and it's just it's just a little bit of a rally, I guess, in a weak market at the moment, and that's despite the dollar actually going a little stronger today on its own against the global currencies. Let's hope it goes stronger. Let's hope that if we have to take the punishment of another 50 basis point hike, that at least it will support the currency and we can see it maybe break 19.
Some company updates now, Craig. Nampak releasing their interims today. Not a pretty set of numbers that they had to share with investors. Despite all of that, though, we did see that the stock traded north of about 15% in the green on the trading day. Why would that be?
Yeah, I think you'd need a bit of a crystal ball here, or a bit of luck to try and interpret that when you look at the numbers. As I said, big impairments, big currency losses, big finance charges. The company has a significant amount of debt. They paid in this half year around 500 million rand in interest. So that's untenable. I think the one positive and maybe the thing that the market's taking away here is probably down the bottom of the earnings release, in the whole reorganization of the company that they're facing, and the whole reorganization, the restructuring, a bit of selling off of bits and pieces, is that they're probably going to only look for 1 billion rand from the market in terms of a capital raise, where previously they were looking at 1.5 billion. So that would be a positive. The market, current holders, shareholders, wouldn't have their earnings, not their earnings, or just their stake in the company diluted by such a big capital raise. So I think that's definitely a positive, and maybe part of the reason, along with a bit of hope, that things will come right after this result.
No, absolutely, Craig. Thank you very much for that update. That is Craig Pheiffer, who's the Chief Investment Strategist at Sasfin Wealth.